And what's good, everybody? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys part of the stream once again tonight. Big night in stores. We have 6 teams getting crowned bids into the NCAA March Madness tournament tonight for automatic qualifiers as it continues here streaming. And we got a good game in store. The Bryant Bulldogs at home tonight in Smithfield, Rhode Island, on their search for their first ever NCAA tournament appearance for Division I men's college basketball. Bryant's winning the last 15 out of 16 games entering this matchup as they're going to be taking on the Wagner Seahawks tonight in the NEC tournament championship game. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and glad to have you guys be a part on the stream. Atlantic Sun Conference champions just crowned. That is Bellarmine. Bellarmine, though, new to Division I basketball, so they have to go through a 4-year transition program. So they will not be able to compete in the NCAA tournament, but the win by Bellarmine puts Jacksonville State in the bracket to represent the Atlantic Sun this year for the NCAA tournament. So craziness going on in that one, as we're going to have tip in a couple minutes from now. Bryant, led by their star player Peter Kiss, top scorer in all college basketball, 6-year senior transfer from Quinnipiac and Rutgers, and he is averaging 24.7 points per game. Vegas, Braden, Donovan McCrabb, welcome to stream, guys. Glad to have you guys back in once again tonight for hopefully an incredible game of basketball. Yesterday, you got to cover a buzzer beater. Yesterday, a SoCon championship game. It was Chattanooga by 1 point over Furman, and a crazy finish in that one. And tonight, going to have 2 more games, part of the doubleheader, covering Bryant against Wagner in the first game. It's the 1 versus 2. And then after that will be Gonzaga versus St. Mary's, the 1 and the 2 in the WCC. That's awesome. Just watched the Batman there for Donovan McCrabb. That's incredible, man. Hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one, Bryant or Wagner. Also, there's the poll out there for you guys to vote. You're welcome to do so as well. Bryant started out the season just 2-6, but what a turnaround. They've won their last 15 out of 16 games, and this program has just been completely turned around. Their head coach, Jared Grasso, in his 4th season, he took over back in 2018-2019, his first season, after Bryant posted a 3-28 record during the 17-18 season, has completely turned this around as they're back in their 2nd straight NEC championship game, trying to get over the hump and making it to March Madness for the first time ever. They've been a program for around 14 years now for Bryant. So they've been a program since the start of the 2008-2009 season. But what they do best is that this team can get buckets. They are led by 2 really solid scorers. They get a bunch of upperclassmen on the roster here for Bryant. Peter Kiss, he's the top scorer nationally, scoring just under 25 points per game. His teammate Charles Pride putting up 18 points per game this season. And then in the backcourt along with him, Hamalita, averaging 10.5. So they are led by a guard trio as they have 4 seniors, 1 junior in the starting lineup. The junior is Charles Pride. And then for Wagner, they had a really good season for Wagner as well. 21-5 overall, 13-3 in the NEC. Though entering the NEC tournament, they did lose the last 3 out of 5 games, but this team is resilient right here, is that they did not play a single game from November 9th to November 30th. They went on a massive pause. They only played 2 games from that time span, and then they went back and started playing games once again at the beginning of December for Wagner. But they're coming off they have a really good win all the way back at the start of the season. They only allowed 44 points to VCU, which VCU right now is a bubble team, possibly play-in team, around that last team in, first team out category for VCU. And Wagner won at VCU 58-44. Yeah, Russell Wilson got traded today to the Broncos. That's a huge get right there. So AFC West, that is stacked as far as quarterbacks in the AFC West. Mahomes, Herbert, and now Russell Wilson. And then it's going to be interesting to see about the Raiders if they're going to keep Derek Carr here this offseason. So glad to have you guys in the channel here. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Some more mid-major basketball going down tonight here between Bryant and Wagner. A couple other scoreboard updates we'll get to it. Bellarmine just won the Atlantic Sun Championship over Jacksonville. So Bellarmine's not eligible for this year's tournament, but Jacksonville State, the regular season champion, will be going dancing in March. Georgia Tech playing Louisville in the ACC tournament right now. Boston College picked up a victory over Pittsburgh. Clemson picked up a victory over NC State. And then tipping off at this moment, along with this NEC tournament game, will be the Colonial Championship game and also the Horizon League Championship game. And then later tonight, South Dakota State looking to see if they can be crowned champions of the Summit League, as that team is dangerous. They got 4 players in the team that's shooting above 40% from downtown. Wow. That's amazing there, Vegas. JC Jackson viewing his Instagram story there. Wow. That's incredible there, bud. That must be such an honor right there. Alex Morales, senior guard from Paterson, New Jersey. He's the top scorer this season for Wagner. Also the top rebounder and top playmaker, averaging 18, 8, and 4. One appearance to the NCAA tournament for Wagner. That was back in 2003. Bryant has been a Division I college basketball program since the 2008-2009 season, looking for their first and their 6th man right behind them, the Chase Athletic Center. On a whiteout here in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Bryant right to left in the court as we are underway here with a tip. And the Bulldogs with the ball first. Kiss driving to the hoop and gets blocked from behind. It goes to Wagner. Wagner, dark green uniforms tonight. Silver numbers, silver letters, white outline. Seahawks with their first possession now. Delani Hunt, number 3. Moves it out to the wing, number 12. Zaire Williams gets a touch. Freshman from Brooklyn, New York. Not the Zaire Williams that got drafted by the Grizzlies. Played at Stanford. Down low post. And Raekwon Rogers scores 6-8. Forward from Little Rock, Arkansas. Both of these teams tied up the season series. Wagner won the first game back on January 6th, 84-81 in overtime. Bryant won the season finale February 26th, 78-70 at home. So splitting the series, both of the teams winning on their home court. As Wagner reaches in, picks up the fall. 1 minute through. The clock will stop. It's been a problem this season for Wagner, averaging 20 falls per game. That is 13th most nationally. David, welcome to Stream, man. Best of luck tonight. Gonzaga going out on for another WCC championship tonight against St. Mary's. We'll be covering that one later on tonight after this one. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Bryant. First one missed. Around the rim and out by Luis Hurtado, senior guard from Merida, Mexico. Second shot by Hurtado, no good. Missed them both. Wagner back with the ball. Most likely, whoever wins this game will be a 16 seed in the tournament, most likely. As the Seahawks miss the shot, goes right back to Bryant with the ball. First minute through the game. Driving down the lane, left hand, and scoring off the window. Charles Pride, number 2 scorer, averaging 18.2 on the season for the Bulldogs. Ties it up at 2. He had 24 points, 10 boards in the semis against Mount St. Mary's, able to squeak past that semifinals round by 1 point to beat the defending NEC champions. Hunt gets that one blocked right at the rim. Bryant bringing the energy right now with that huge block. The Bulldogs have it on the outside. They swing it out to Hurtado at the wing. Moves it over. Pass gets bobbled. Lost to his Pride. Back into the hands of Hurtado. Moves it baseline. Crossover. Inside. Works his way. Draws the foul. He's going to send number 34, Hall Elisaias, to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Bryant. 18:07 left to go. Or they're going to say foul was committed before the shot, so they won't send him to the line. Second foul of the game picked up by Wagner, though. Inbound coming up for Bryant at the corner. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Seahawks. It's out by Morales. Andrew, welcome to Stream, man. Oh, wow. Malik Willis looks like he can throw like Mahomes. That's big there. Yeah, I heard the quarterback, this year's NFL draft for the quarterbacks, it's not that big of a quarterback class for this year. 2 minutes through. Bryant with the ball. In the tie game by 2. Kiss moves it down low. That pass gets intercepted as it gets ripped away there off the steal by Delani Hunt. Passes to Martinez for Wagner. Martinez gives it out to the top to Hunt for the Seahawks. Puts the ball into the hands of Morales. Top score for Wagner. Dumps it out. Jumper mid-range, missed off the mark. Martinez, battle for the rebound. Offensive rebound, pulled down by Raekwon Rogers. Rogers moves it over to Morales. 12 on the shot clock. 17.5 left to go in the first. Dribbles up. Morales into the key. Puts one up, and he gets blocked once again. Second block of the game by Bryant. Bulldogs have it on the break, and they score right at the rim, up and through. It's Charles Pride, as he's got all 4 so far for Bryant. Alex, welcome in. Yeah, I agree, man. Bellarmine should definitely be able to be put in the tournament. That's just an unfortunate ruling that they have for the whole NCAA 4-year transition period. That's just, they need to get rid of that. Jumper, deep 2, missed off back rim by Morales, tipped up, tipped out of bounds. And this is going to be Bryant's ball. Small college D1 gyms like this, standing area only. I wonder what the fire code is in this place right now, because it is so packed. It's like a high school gymnasium that they have at the Chase Athletic Center. That there's no space whatsoever. It's standing room only, and people are blocking the gymnasium doors. That's how many people are there. They're standing all throughout the court. At every single area around the court, there's someone there. Bryant has it. 16.5 left to go in the first. This is their 5th straight sellout crowd in a row for the Bulldogs. Part of a massive winning streak that they went on in their conference stretch. And here's a deep range jumper, missed off the front rim by Bryant. Back over to Wagner. Bryant coming off their last 16 games. They won the last 15. Missed shot underneath by Morales. Back to Kiss. Kiss on the break. Puts it up, and he lays it up and in. Straight into the cheerleaders as well he goes, as Bryant leads it 6-2. 16 minutes left to go in the first. Peter Kiss on the board, a top scorer in all D1 college hoops. Jelani Hunt hands it off to Morales on the outside, defended by Kiss. Hands it over to Martinez. Gives a touch to Hunt on the perimeter. Pick gets set by Rogers. Top of the key, jacking but 3. Hunt missed off the front rim. Bryant, top 10 nationally in defensive rebounds, pulls one down there with Pride. Pride passes out to the wing. Hurtado drive, stripped to the corner and out. Last touch by Wagner. Yeah, like a community college court. Yeah, definitely. Their seats go pretty high in their gym. I wonder like what the capacity is. I know UMass Dartmouth's around 1,000 for theirs, and they got like some high rising seats there that's like reminiscent of what Bryant has, like all wooden bleachers. So we take the first time out of the game. 6-2 the score as Bryant leads. Oh wow, interesting. So 2,000 they got. Oh yeah, sure there. Yeah, I can check to see who's got like put in the bracket challenge. If anybody's interested in joining the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge, feel free to do so. The link's pinned out in the chat. All is welcome to join. Later tonight, I'll be covering Gonzaga against St. Mary's. You guys are welcome to join in. Yeah, I got like the official number on it, I can tell. So it says 25 plus so far. So we've had around 25 plus join in. Yeah, last year we had, I think, like up to 100 we had join in. So yeah, if there's anybody interested, we'll keep on pumping that link throughout the next couple of nights here, as we keep on getting closer to Selection Sunday, through Selection Sunday, all the way up to the first round. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Winner of this game goes to the March Madness tournament. Bryant's looking for their first ever NCAA tournament bid in school history. And then Wagner Only one tournament appearance. That was back in 2003. We get back to action from the timeout. Bryant with the ball. Hurtado moves it out to the top to Kiss. Kiss gets some space, takes the three over Morales. Swoosh. Can't leave him that open with space. Sixth-year senior Peter Kiss with a triple. 5 minutes through in the first half. Wagner has possession. Morales top of the key. He'll take a step back three. He made the three, but Wagner going to get called here. Away from the ball with another foul picked up, so that will be foul number 3. Oh, yeah, man, that's going to be massive. Yeah, so Providence is a lock. If Bryant wins this, they make it in, so it would be Bryant and Providence in the tournament. Yeah, too bad URI wasn't able to this year. And Brown didn't qualify for the Ivies. It's unfortunate. Harvard didn't even qualify for the Ivy League tournament. And usually every single year, Harvard does. Pride off the putback, scoring up and in off the window. Charles Pride, he's got 6 of the 11 so far for Bryant. Peter Kiss has got the other 5. And these are the 2 lethal duo for this team. Kiss scoring more than 24. Pride scoring more than 16. 14-15 left to go in the first. Wagner has it. Turnaround in the key. Banks it. Luck of the bank right there. Javier Esquera, number 1. Freshman able to bank it through. Really needed that bucket there for the Seahawks. 6 minutes into the game. 14 minutes left to go in the first. Bryant with the ball at the wing. They lob it over to Kiss. Kiss backs his way. Pivot move, left hand. No good off the window. Tipped up, deflected. The rebound goes right back to Wagner. Burst of speed. Delani Hunt attacking. Straight to the rim, and it's an offensive foul. Charge taken by Bryant, and Wagner in some early foul trouble here to start off this game, as that's their 4th. Big charge taken by Bryant. Number 10, Luis Hurtado. Puts his body right on the line, right underneath the rim. The Reaper, welcome in. Yeah, usually these teams don't have like any games on like big like national networks. They put them, I think, on like ESPN3 sometimes, or like NEC Front Row. But yeah. This is the first time they get put all season long in like the ESPN, actual like ESPN or ESPN2. This game is on ESPN2. Tip-in by Bryant, following up off the miss. That's Hall Elsias who gets the 2-pointer. So Elsias, he's the front court player for Bryant. Last year, came so close to winning in the NCAA tournament title game. Lost at home against St. Mary's by 5. Difference maker in that game was St. Mary's' front court. Crossover, jumper, 15-footer straightaway. Morales off the back rim. Pride comes out with a defensive rebound, looking to push it. Outlet pass, off to Elsias. Lost it. At the baseline, it goes out. Back to Wagner with 12:55 remaining. Oh, yeah, man. It's going to be absolutely lit over in Smithfield tonight. Wagner held it just 2 for 10 from the floor. And that's troubling news right there, because Bryant has struggled defensively, and Bryant able to intercept this one. Kiss breaks the trap, throws it down with a huge 2-handed dunk. Stares at the ESPN cameraman on his seat right there. And a timeout taken by Wagner. Oh, they are out for revenge to get their first ever conference championship. And this place is absolutely lit tonight. Talk about the media in the building for the top scorer in all of Division I college basketball for a chance to be a 16 seed and take on the Kansas Jayhawks in the first round. Peter Kiss, baby. Flexing those muscles. 12:42 left to go in the first. It is all Bryant with their 6-man right behind them on their home court at Chase Athletic Center. What a start. The Longwood Lancers getting their first tournament bid on Sunday. Bryant looking to follow up that way and do the exact same thing. Small college hype and living the dream so far in this game. Still a lot of minutes left to go, though. If you thought that this team was stuck in the water, looked like they were at the beginning of the season. Looked like this team hit rock bottom when they got crushed against Houston back in early December. 111 to 44 was the final score. They lost at Houston, and Jared Grasso just resurrected this squad here, and they came into this game winning their last 15 out of 16 matchups for Bryant. Once conference play hit, boom, it was off to another type of team. Once they got into conference play, they played some tough teams to prepare them for the NEC schedule. That game included that road game at Houston when Houston was fully healthy back in early December. But they've had a lot of tough opponents on their schedule. Since they played a road game against Cincinnati too. So like as far as what you can schedule being from the Northeast, because it's tough. They push some of these teams that they played against. They played at Clemson. But they've come a long way. 12 of the 15 points in the paint so far for Bryant. 12 and a half left to go in the first. Wagner with the possession, seeing if they can get something out of the timeouts. As they lost the handle, able to get it back though. Almost a turnover, but still having it. Is a three-point shot. Missed off the top by Nigel Jackson. Tough look so far by Wagner. Bryant comes out with a defensive rebound. Tyler Bresselford, number 4 for Bryant, will slow it down to edge of the Bulldogs logo. Yeah, I've got UConn too to win the Big East tournament. Alita has it now for Bryant, passes it off to Kiss. Lobs it to the free throw circle. To Bresselford. Hand off Kiss. Lob over the top off the backdoor cut. It is Greg Calixte who goes over the house top right there for the two-handed alley flush. 17-4 Bulldogs. Full court pressure for Bryant. Wagner able to get past the middle. And deflected out of bounds on the near side by Pride. Bryant's around like a half an hour from me. Yeah, not too far. Looks like we're going to head to another media timeout. 11:39 left to go in the first half. It's Bryant up 17-4 over Wagner. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight on the channel. I cover basketball action on these streams, play-by-play of college basketball, also NBA games. And man, what a start here for the Bulldogs in this matchup, up 17-4, trying to get to their first ever NCAA tournament appearance in program history. It's been the top 2 scores going off so far. Peter Kiss, 7 points. Charles Pride with 6 points and 5 rebounds, combining for 13 of the 17. And then Greg Calixte with an alley-oop dunk. Hall Elisias also got a bucket. So they both got 2 points. That's how the points have been distributed so far here for Bryant. We take a look other scores going on. I know Horizon League tournament title is going on right now as I speak. In the Horizon League championship game, Northern Kentucky leading Wright State 22-16. Colonial Championship game, UNC Wilmington leading Delaware 13-10. And then ACC first round action, Louisville up over Georgia Tech 20-13. Christian, welcome in. Good start for your Cards right now for their first game of the ACC tournament. Whoever wins this game will most likely get a 16 seed in the bracket. Probably will play Kansas or Arizona or Baylor. Maybe Gonzaga, all depending on where they land in the bracket. They might have a 16 play-in. One of these teams, whoever wins this, might even have to play in the 16 seed play-in game, depending on how they get seeded on Selection Sunday. Back to action, 17-4 to score. Wagner looking for something with the ball as they have it with Delani Hunt. Moves it out to the wing, Williams. Bounce pass, right baseline, jab step. They haven't been able to take some solid looks, and that pass gets airmailed out of bounds across the court, and it's another Wagner turnover. Standing room only at Chase Athletic Center. And it is flustering Wagner right now in this game as Bryant's been able to bring the full court pressure. Bryant gets it past the timeline with Bresselford. Puts the ball at the top of the key. Pride moves it over to Bresselford. Dribbles up to the wing. Bounce pass over to the edge of the logo. 11 minutes left to go. And they move it out for a deep range three. Missed off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound. It's by Bryant with a loose ball fall picked up by Wagner. Their fifth as a team. 0 fouls by Bryant so far as we are 9 minutes into the game. And this has been a problem all season long for the Seahawks as they've committed around an average of 20 fouls per game. That is the 13th most in college basketball. Kiss, open, on the inbound at the left baseline. Hands it off to the right. Hurtado bounce pass off to Kiss. Kiss circles around the key, moves it outside. Bresselford drives, kick to the wing, pump fake. Charles Pride backs his way one-on-one inside the key. Lost control of the basketball. Wagner picks up in the corner with a steal. Pass ahead gets intercepted right back by Calixte of Bryant. The Bulldogs have it. Kiss. 1-on-1 at the top. Uses the pick to his advantage. Dribbles towards his right. Passes out right corner. Laces up a three. Right down the pipe it goes. Tyler Bresselford with a triple. 20-4 for the Bulldogs. Bradley, welcome back in, man. Florida has to definitely beat Texas A&M. They're probably going to have to win one more game after that one. So I think to feel safe, they should win 2 games in the SEC tournament for them. 10 minutes left to go in the first. This game's all Bryant. Step back 3 in the air. Money, baby. Peter Kiss. Top scorer at all college basketball. Peter Kiss, 6th season playing college hoops. He is feeling a transfer from Quinnipiac and Rutgers. 23-4. This is an absolute obliteration right now here. Wagner just looking to see if they can drop down the shot. Lost control of the ball, able to pick it up to the corner. Wide open jumper. They made the shot, but the fall picked up. It's going to be the first one charged. Reaching in by the Bulldogs. Yeah, great start for the Cards I saw early on. Inbound for Wagner. 19-point deficit for these Seahawks. 2 for 12 shooting. Bryant is 10 for 16. Just looking for a solid shot attempt. They've been taking a lot of low percentage shots. They lost the handle. Poke to the corner, though. Able to pick it up was Martinez. Martinez out to the wing. Launches a 30-footer. Skipped around the rim and out. Offensive rebound pulled down in the corner by Raekwon Rogers. This is a tough spot to be for Wagner. Wagner ranked 351st nationally in three-point shooting percentage at 29.2%. This is a lot to come from behind, especially when they turned it over just like that. Outlet pass off the Kiss. 1 man to beat, drives, and he gets stripped of it. No call. Wagner picks up the steal. Here they go. Burst of speed. Delani Hunt taking it to the rack. Huge block right there by Bryant as the Bulldogs able to pick it up. Bodies collide. Kiss drives down the lane. Right hand finishes up in and off the backboard, baby. 25-4, an absolute murder in this one here in favor of the Bulldogs. Bryant picks up the fall down low. It's going to send Wagner to the free throw line in search of a point. Coming up, potentially 2, as they haven't had points in a long period of time. That was Calixte who got a huge rejection, and up the court, receiving the pass was Kiss, who scored off the window. Did push-ups after he scored a bucket, too. Watch out, number 1 seed. I think they can push you. Watch out, number 1 seed. Bryant has found their way. I know that there's a big difference here, but wow. This team has completely resurrected themselves to how they played back in November and December. Holy smokes. Just Wagner cannot find a shot whatsoever. 2 for 14 by Wagner, 0 for 5 from 3. They've had 6 turnovers and also 5 fouls. So nothing has gone their way whatsoever. And just a tall hill to climb for, because Peter Kiss is tripling you. Peter Kiss has got 12 points. Wagner has got 4 total as a team. 8:34 left to go in the first. After this tonight, St. Mary's against Gonzaga. Feel free to stop in for that stream as well. If you guys are new in the channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys like to be notified for future live streams. And Bryant's going to get the extra motivation in the second half as they play facing their cheerleaders. Because right now their bucket is on the side of the Wagner cheerleaders. Second half, they're going to be facing their cheerleaders. First shot good by Wagner. Quick update and a couple other scores going down. Northern Kentucky leading Wright State 28-24 in the Horizon League Championship game. Louisville up over Georgia Tech 27-17 in the first round of the ACC tournament. Out in the Colonial, Delaware up over UNC Wilmington 19-17. I believe it's going to be Heat against Suns for tomorrow for NBA. Second shot coming up by Wagner. Morales hits it. Bryant up by 19. Edge of the logo, Bresselford. On Martinez, he's defended. Hands it off to Pride. 10 in the shot clock, passes out, left wing, Bresselford. Moves it out to the corner to Kiss. Left baseline, Jibble, gets separation. Kick out wing, top, 3, open, straight away. Missed off the mark by Pride, defensive rebound. Goes to Morales for Wagner. Morales trying to take it coast to coast, right hand, missed off the glass. Bryant comes out with a defensive rebound. They look to push it too. Kiss is open at the wing. Pride's going to take it himself. Missed off the mark, battle for the rebound. Pride gets it once again, and Pride gets fouled. So 2 shots coming up here by Charles Pride of Bryant. And that'll be foul number 6 now by Wagner. So everything going Bryant's way. Wagner in a lot of trouble. From early foul trouble to being way, way behind and struggling all season long to make a 3. And this is just not so good territory right now for the Seahawks. We take the timeout on the floor. 7:53 left to go in the first half. And Bryant looking to punch their ticket into the NCAA tournament. An incredible start here for the Bulldogs. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel. And the top score for Bryant is doubling the total team for Wagner. Peter Kiss, 12 points for Bryant. He is 5 for 8. Charles Pride's got 6 points, 8 rebounds, 15-7 in favor of Bryant on the glass. Turnover's been a struggle too for Wagner. They've turned it over 6 times. It's just been a nightmare start in this one for Wagner. Jacksonville State going to the NCAA tournament. Didn't even have to win their Atlantic Sun championship game. Reason why is because Bellarmine won over Jacksonville, which Jacksonville State was the Atlantic Sun #1 seed, the regular season champion, and Bellarmine has to go like a 4-year transition period for them because they're in their second year transitioning into D1, which is just a terrible role that they have. And since Bellarmine won today, they're not able to be in the tournament yet since they're in their second season, and they have to undergo that 4-year transition period. It's unfortunate there for Bellarmine. That's terrible that, like, the season just ends there, right there for Bellarmine. That they can't even be invited to any type of postseason tournament. What's good? Rick's in the stream. Welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Glad to have you back in. Great start here for this one for Bryant on their home court. 7:49 left to go. They're going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. So this will be Charles Pride. And that one is good. Rise of Steel, welcome in. Yeah, it might not be. So BC keeps on playing. Big win today over Pitt. Second one good. Wagner looking to see if they can get something going. Will Martinez moves it out to the corner. Over to Morales. Morales turns the corner inside the lane. Big rejection out of bounds by Bryant. Major swat there by Hall Elisias. It's going to stay Wagner ball. Inbound for Wagner. 7:30 left to go in the first. The top scorer, Alex Morales for the Seahawks, has been held to 2 points. 0 for 7 from the floor. Morales lost the handle. Kiss comes up with a steal in the corner. Peter Kiss doubling Wagner's a team. 12 points by Kiss. Wagner's a team with 6. Handoff to Kiss from Hurtado. Kiss puts the ball in the hands of Bresselford. Moves it out to Pride. Approaching the 7-minute mark left to go. Pride crossover, working on Hunt. Passes off to Bresselford, and Bresselford runs right into Hunt. And now will be an offensive foul by the Bulldogs. So Tyler Bresselford picks up his second personal foul, while Bryant now with 3 as a team, and Wagner has 6 fouls. Wagner's going to get the inbounds. Delani Hunt passes off to Morales. Morales top of the key, gives it out left wing to Hunt. Hunt defended by Kiss, moves it over to the top. Morales. So predictable here that the whole Bryant squad knows that the ball is going to keep on going into the hands of Morales. He calls for a pick to be set by Jameer Fletcher. Morales, crossover, drives down the lane, and that's another block by Elisias of Bryant. The Bulldogs come up with the ball. Pride at the wing, passes out to the top. Hurtado, wide open passes down the middle. That's too easy. Up and through off the cut. It is Hall Elisias for 2. Making an impact on all levels here for number 34 for the Bulldogs. 3 blocks. Just got his second field goal made of the game. He's got 4 points, along with 2 rebounds. 6:05 left to go in the first. Wagner at the wing. Martinez dribbles into the key. Floats up a shot. That's an air ball. Pride comes out with a defensive rebound. Low percentage shot after low percentage shot taken by Wagner. Pride shovels it out. Hurtado drives straight down the lane with a finger roll. Right hand. That's through with a flex right afterwards. An absolute obliteration here as Bryant on search for their first ever NCAA tournament appearance in their 14th season as a D1 program. Johnny, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. 5.5 left to go in the first. 25-point lead for the Bulldogs at home. Standing room only here in Smithfield. Morales at the top of the key, defended by Defended at the top. He missed right there. Straight away over Kiss. It goes back to Bryant. Kiss in the corner. Launches. Kiss connects on it. Oh my goodness. Had very little space to operate. Peter Kiss. Rock on, baby. Rock on to the crowd as this is an absolute beatdown here in Smithfield. 34-6, rising above the pillars. The top scorer in all college basketball. 6th-year senior Peter Kiss at the corner. Contested. Rising above and drills the J. What a turnaround for this team this season. 1 point they were 2-6. Got crushed by Houston. And they go on and win their last 15 out of 16 through the conference. Yersurf, welcome to the stream, man. Thanks so much for being a part. Dude, this is unbelievable. Gonna be 2 teams from Rhode Island repping the March Madness bracket. Peter Kiss with 15 points. Peter Kiss with 2.5 more points than what Wagner's scoring right now. Charles Pride with already double digits rebounds. 8 points, 10 rebounds. The numbers he's putting up this year have been crazy. I think it's going to be tougher for him to get drafted, though, because of his age. That's the only thing. Because this is his 6th year playing, because he's been playing since 2016. But this is incredible. Like, what a year to finish it up here for him. They go back out. Final night. Defend the home court. And man, they are just tearing it up. Both Kiss and Pride actually leading Division I with that duo in scoring. They're scoring around 43 points per game averaging. Morales has been shut down today, the top player for Wagner. He's 0 for 9 shooting. Wagner comes back from the timeout with the ball. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Will Martinez passes on top to Morales, out to the wing to Esquera. Esquera, his pass gets intercepted by Kiss. Kiss looking for the easy 2, and he dunks it home, baby. 36-6. Talk about a score right now. This looks like a final score for a football game through 4 quarters. Up and under. Wagner driving right baseline. Will not count the bucket as there was a foul right before. Clock will stop with 4:34 left to go. Kiss went for a 180 dunk right there. Huh. I think he got a talk by his head coach because of his movements. What Jared Grosso was saying to him, I think he didn't want him to showboat that much. We still have another half to play basketball. Up by 30 for Bryant. Wagner looking for something with a runner. Around the rim and out. Missed. And it goes to a defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. Gets pulled down by Greg Calixte. Bryant with 5 blocks as a team. Calixte got 1 of those. And 4 other blocks came by Elisias. 4 minutes left to play. Pride. Has it at the top. Puts the ball towards his right off to Hurtado. Passes out to the corner. Lost the handle. Tapped out of bounds, though. It's going to stay Bryant basketball. 6 in the shot clock. 3:54 left to go. I think probably they're going to get 16 seed. Most likely. Because of like the weight of the conference. Compared to the other conferences. That's why. That would be something, man. If they're able to pull off an upset as a 16 seed, that would be incredible. I think the likelihood of a team that would be like a better matchup for them, I think that would be Kansas. I think they could push Kansas if Kansas ends up on the 1 seed line. Because Kansas's defense, that's been having some trouble this year. And Bryant's got a really explosive offense. Could be like a shootout type of game. Yeah, 36-6 if you guys are just joining in. Peter Kiss, the top scorer in the nation, is outscoring Wagner by 9 points. 17 points by Kiss. Wagner with just 6, and we have 3:54 left to go in the first half. Bryant shooting 15 of 23, 65% from the floor. Wagner is 2 of 20. So if you guys are just joining in, it's been, I think, around like 12 minutes since the last time that Wagner scored a field goal in this game. So this score looks like a final score to the football, like an actual football game right now. It's that crazy. Man, talk about motivation. Disappointing season last year, not coming away with a victory on your home court, but man, followed up a year later. And this is the score right now, with still just under 4 minutes left to go before halftime by 30. Being motivated like this. I think that's what we're going to see a lot in the tournament, is that a lot of the teams that disappointed last year, I think we're going to see a lot of teams get motivated. Horizon League title game. Northern Kentucky up over Wright State 38-30. Louisville looking good. They lead over Georgia Tech 45-28. Back from the timeout, Wagner coughs up the ball. Bryant comes up with a steal. Hurtado at the edge of the Bryant logo. This is the full pack Chase Athletic Center out in Smithfield. Standing room only. It's the 5th Street sold out crowd once again. Lob over the top looking for the alley-oop. Pass was deflected. Got tapped out of bounds, and it's going to stay Bryant ball. Bulldogs going to get the inbound. 3:27 left to play in the first. Hurtado, the inbound passer, underneath his hoop. Almost had a cut there by Pride. Moves it out to the baseline. Kiss has it. Hands it off. Pass out to the top to Calixte. Pride. Towards his right, he dribbles. Gives it over to the free throw circle. Lost the handle, and that's going to be a shot clock violation by Bryant. Three minutes left to go in the first. Wagner just looking to see if they can buy a bucket. They missed 18, they made 2, and a 3 comes up as an air ball. Tipped, offensive rebound, and they get a dunk to go their way. .240 left to go. Okay, so Bellarmine's able to play in the CBI, it looks like, because I looked it up here. So last year they were eligible to play in the CBI, so they should be able to do so again. So that's good for them. So their season doesn't end today. That's great. So able to get put in the CBI. That's just too bad, that whole rolling that they have for that 4-year transition period thing, that needs to go away. Wagner with it once again. 2:20 left to go before half. Raekwon Rogers floats one up and he scores over Elisias. So starting to find something right now for Wagner. Yeah, I remember that. They hung in against Maryland. Last year, they almost beat Syracuse, too. Deflected, near side. It's going to be Bryant basketball. Minute 51 left to go before half. Oh, wow. 27-0 for Cal Baptist women. Missed the NCAA tournament. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I just have to change that rolling. Bryant around the perimeter. Dribbling inside, puts one up off the side of the backboard, missed by Bresselford. Offensive rebound, Kiss had it poke loose from behind, and Wagner comes up with a steal. There was a foul, though, on it, and it's going to be a reach-in, I think, it's going to be on Bryant, their fourth, reaching in. So, minute and a half left to go in the first, 36-10, as Wagner will take it up the court. At the baseline, Rogers backs his way, low post. Rogers puts one up and draws the foul. It's going to be on the Elisias blocking foul with a minute 14 left to go. Or they're going to say non-shooting foul, so it's before the shot. So he reached in before the shot, and now there's going to be another foul away from the ball. And this on Bryant once again, so they pick up their fifth. Uh, 1:14 left to go before half. The top scorer for Wagner, Alex Morales, is getting shut out. 0 for 9, shooting just 2 points. The inbound passers hunt underneath. They put 15 on the shot clock. I think there's a little discussion about the clock right now. What they have it on at the moment. Yeah, these fans are getting ready to storm the court any minute. We still have a second half to play. That's how many fans are just packed in the center right here in this gym. 1 minute left to go. Wagner has it. Bounce past the baseline to Rogers. Able to get some luck with him lately. Getting some shots deflected past. Kiss comes out with a steal on the near side. Kiss dribbles into the key. Now back out. Will wait for his teammates to set it up. Final minute left to go before halftime. Peter Kiss on a roll for the nation's top scorer. He has got himself 17 points. Edge of the logo for Kiss. 40 seconds left to go before half. Kiss moves it out to the wing. It's off to Hurtado. Hurtado dribbles free throw circle. Shovels off to Kiss. Kiss off a triple team. Puts it up and somehow he puts that one through for 2. Flexing right after the bucket once again. Animated all night long for Peter Kiss. 6th-year senior from Quinnipiac and Rutgers, top scorer in the nation this year. And man, coming out for some revenge on his home court to come away with the NEC title. 10 seconds left to go. Wagner has it on the outside. Dribbles into the key. Pro hop. Puts one up and scores. Will Martinez gets the bucket. And looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Bryant with 2.5 seconds left to go. The energy in the building is through the roof tonight. Jared Grasso, head coach of the Bulldogs in his 4th season, took this team from a 3-28 season before his first year. He resurrected them to double-digit wins after that, with their worst seasons being 7-11 in the conference, and now to back-to-back NEC championship games. What an incredible story of a program. Putting themselves right on the map here for a chance to get their first ever bid into March Madness. And they've just kept on pounding. They got the mascot right next to the referee, where Bryant's going to inbound the basketball right in front of the cheerleaders right now. Number 71 for the mascot. They got the Bulldog, and now he heads out towards the gym doors. 2.5 seconds left to go. Bryant's going to get the inbound up 38-12. Inbound at midcourt, picked off by Wagner. And the shot at the horn airballs it. And we go into halftime. Lopsided as ever. 38-12. Peter Kiss single-handedly outscoring Wagner as a team. 19 points by the nation's top leader. 8 for 11 from the floor. Perfect 3 for 3 from three-point range. Charles Pride with 8 points along with 10 rebounds in the first half. Bryant out-rebounding Wagner 20-10. And Wagner shooting just 17% from the floor, 5 of 24, cannot buy a single three. And Bryant as a team is shooting the ball at 60%, 16 of 26. What an incredible game that Bryant has played in. Like, the first two times they played them, they were really close. But, I mean, talk about the acceleration of this team here. From where they were back in November, they started out the season rough. I think it took them a lot of, like, getting adjusted to. Also, Kiss got suspended for a couple of games, too. And then they get demolished against Houston. They lost against Houston 111-44. Lost on the road trip against Cincinnati, and then they came back, beat New Hampshire, and then after that, things just completely changed. Yeah, call the fighters to get this one right out of hand here. Pride dropped down 44 points against St. Francis of Pennsylvania back on February 3rd. Just an absolute bucket getter. So glad for the extra season of eligibility so they could play once again. Bill, welcome in. Wow, Kyrie going off 20 in the early second. Let's see what we got. Going to go over basketball scores for you guys tonight here. We'll go over college hoops first and then NBA in just a moment. Northern Kentucky leading Wright State in the Horizon League Championship game, 39-32. Louisville up by 17 over Georgia Tech at halftime, ACC first round, 45-28. UNC Wilmington leading Delaware in the Colonial Championship game, 34-30. Boston College pulling out a victory by 20 over Pittsburgh, 66-46 today. ACC first round between Clemson and NC State. Clemson winning 70-64. And then Bellarmine, eligible for the CBI, as Bellarmine beat Jacksonville today, 77-72. Bellarmine not available, though, for the NCAA tournament. Second year of a 4-year transition period, but Jacksonville State gets the bid instead. Yeah, I got that up here. Yeah, if anybody's interested, feel free to join the Behind Our Basketball Bracket Challenge. That link is pinned in the chat. So I got that link pinned in the chat if anybody's interested. All you have to do is just click the link and then join the Bracket Challenge group. If you don't have an ESPN account, feel free to create one and then you'll be able to join in. So I got that posted out in the link there. Yeah, they look flustered out there. I think Bryant can predict like what they're doing because it seems like Wagner's relying on like their top player, and Wagner's top player hasn't scored tonight. Alex Morales putting up around 18 points per game. Or yeah, he has scored, but he hasn't been able to get a basket. And Morales is 0 of 9 shooting. He's only got 2 points, both of them at the free throw line. I think it's the home court has a lot to do to it. I feel like because the NEC in this tournament they have home court advantage for the number 1 seed. I think this would be a much closer game if it's played at Wagner. But Bryant, this is the 5th time that Bryant's had in a row a sold out crowd, and it looks like from what I'm seeing on the screen here, this looks like it's standing room only. There's so many people in the gym that Like, it looks like they might have even gone over fire code. That's how many people is packed into the bleachers today. It's just jam packed. Like, all the fans look like they're gonna rush the court like any minute. Like, that's how many people are there. And this is something that's more like new to like the Northeast, because we like in this area, especially where like Wagner is out around like Long Island, is that a lot of like the arenas, especially in the Northeast, haven't had like sports fans or so, or that many fans in capacity for the last 2 years. So it could take like a little bit getting used to. And Wagner was cold ending the season. They lost their last 3 of 5 for them. But I didn't think it'd be like this. I thought it'd be a close game. Yeah, I think we're seeing it more, especially in like the Northeast, with people going back to the arenas now, since they've ended like all the mandated stuff. Like the capacity for these arenas have gone up a bunch for like the last like week or two. Yeah, Wagner had 2 games at home before this one, though. Interested in knowing the attendance for those games, because Bryant's been sold out now, 5th straight game in a row. Wagner's was at 95%. Okay. They're out in Staten Island. I mean, for Wagner just to get here, that's a pretty good feat for them to get here, because they had a bunch of games canceled in the non-conference slate. They had a couple of games given to them via forfeit. So this was like the only conference, I think, that had teams that had to forfeit games, unfortunately, because they didn't have enough players to play back in December and January due to the protocols. And Wagner won 2 of those games via forfeit. They beat Mount St. Mary's and they beat Sacred Heart. And this team beat VCU back in the first week of the season. They won at VCU by 14. Yeah, Russell Wilson to Denver today. That's a massive trade there. One of the biggest in the NFL for recent memory. That's crazy. So it's a deep AFC West now as far as quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Russell Wilson. So Denver able to see if they can start to compete right at the top now, because they certainly have the defense to do it, and just needed a quarterback play, and they shoot up a bunch because of that. Steven, welcome in. Yeah, this is just unbelievable game play by Bryant, giving up just 12 in the first half. Wagner cannot buy a bucket. I think Bryant would be a 16, it looks like. Yeah, I think it's because like the landscape of the conference, that's why. This conference is one of the more like bottom conferences as far as like the least amount of like winning percentage and the caliber of teams in the conference. Yeah, Georgetown had they had a forfeit. I remember they forfeited against Providence, and then they changed the rolling for that. Because that was, I think, back in like late December. They were supposed to play each other, and at first it was given to Providence for a victory, and then they had Providence and Georgetown make up the game, and they took away the victory from Providence, which Providence either way won when they played them. What's good? I made good in the stream. Welcome in, man. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, I'm a Providence fan all my life here, brother. Glad to have you in the stream, man. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover different types of teams for basketball, college and NBA. If you guys actually didn't know, I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a Celtics fan. It's the team I root for the NBA. Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, my sports teams. And also for college hoops, I'm a Providence Friars fan. But I cover all different types of teams. Usually major conference teams like Power 5 schools I cover. But last couple of days been doing the smaller mid-major tournaments since these are the games on TV right now. The championship games. If anybody's interested, since we're at halftime, feel free to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is posted in the chat right there if anybody's interested. I think we have over 25 people signed up right now. We'll keep on pumping out that link throughout the week. Raymond, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, I can lower my volume a little bit too. I just can't hear on my headphones that much, but if that works, I just lowered it just a tad. Wow, Louisville on a roll for Georgia Tech, 54-30. Let's see what's going on in the NBA tonight. And join in later tonight if you guys are interested. I'll be covering Gonzaga against St. Mary's WCC championship game. The Nets are crushing the Hornets 68-43. So Brooklyn getting back on the right track. Pacers and Cavs, close game. Cleveland leading by 1 at Indiana, 58-57. The Suns leading the Magic at halftime, 53-43. And the Grizzlies up over the Pelicans currently 33-20. So those are some of the games going on right now for the NBA. What an incredible first half for this game for Bryant. Peter Kiss has just brought the energy. Everybody else has followed suit. And they're not going to let this one slip away from them. Last year, disappointing finish on their home court is that they were able to come down with a victory in their final game of the season in the NEC championship. But this year, doubling Wagner on the glass, 20-10. Oh, yeah, should be an awesome time, man. And welcome in. Yeah, this has been a lopsided game all night long. I'm glad that the team that I like, though, is the team that's up and on search for their first ever conference tournament. That would be devastating if they were the team that was down 38-12 right now. That was devastating for Furman yesterday. Man. A tray of emotions ended that game. Furman Chattanooga. So yeah, this Bryant team has had some history. Almost pulling off upsets against bigger programs. They lost by 1 at Syracuse last year. With a lot of their players they retained in the offseason. They actually beat UMass, which fired its head coach. But, I mean, that's embarrassing for UMass for them because they're I think they're 5 times the size of Bryant for their enrollment. Yeah, Bryant lost 2 years ago by 14 at Maryland. They lost by 2 against Rutgers from 2 years ago. So they've hung in there against some Power 5 schools. And then they lost by 5 against Iowa from 3 years ago. Wow. Well, they played a bunch of power conference teams from 4 years ago. Rutgers, Georgia, NC State, Louisville, Memphis. Yeah, that's when they went 3-28. So in the 5-year span, Bryant has gone from 3-28 to now back-to-back NEC championship games to 1/2 away from winning their first ever NEC championship title. In a full whiteout, packed house, Chase Athletic Center, Smithfield, Rhode Island, as this crowd looks like they're going to rush the court once that buzzer goes right off. Yeah, just for the money. Just for all that money to come up short once again for him. I mean, that's what Aaron Rodgers is going to be known for. The man just keeps on going on big time contracts, but whatever the games matter, great regular season quarterback. But when come playoff time, just can't put it together when playoff time comes. Wow, they were tied late in that game against Iowa there. That's incredible. So we get back to start of the second half, one-sided affair, Bryant up 38-12. Wagner with just 1 assist tonight to 10 turnovers. Here's a jumper at the wing, and that missed off the front rim. Rebounds, battle for it, pulled down offensively by Wagner. Bounce pass behind the defense. Huge block from behind by Bryant. Battle for the basketball. Wagner able to get it up and score up and in off the backboard to start off the second with Will Martinez. First possession now for Bryant, as they will go heading towards their cheerleaders. So their hoop in the second half, right underneath where the cheerleaders are, past the baseline. Huge rejection right into the face of a cheerleader there. That ball goes into by a Wagner player. Swatted it as it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Bryant ball with 19:11 left to play. Inbound to the corner, intercepted by Wagner. The Seahawks dribble up the court. Hunt. 1 minute through the second. And Wagner is far away from this game right now, and also they struggle with a 3-ball. Wagner yet to convert on a single 3, 0 for 8 from the outside, and they came into this game 351st in three-point shooting percentage. As that ball gets dumped off down underneath, low post, and they turn it over. Pinned right off of number 32 of Wagner, out of bounds off of Raekwon Rogers. Bryant has it. Again, kissed down the lane. And before his dribble attack, Wagner reaches in. So clock will stop once again with 18:47 left to go. Brian, what's good? Welcome to Stream, man. Oh yeah, gonna also release this poll right now. So thanks so much all for voting in tonight's poll. Bryant took the poll 64-36. Possession goes to Bryant. 18:40 left to go in the second. They move it out to the corner of the Pride. Turns the corner into the key. Pride floats one up off the glass. No good. Draws the foul, though. So 2 shots heading to the free throw line here for Charles Pride, for Bryant. So what's on the line? The Bryant Bulldogs looking for their first ever NCAA tournament appearance. And they're under 19 minutes away from doing so. Up by 24 points. Make it 25. Pride hits the first one. Hey, happy birthday to your brother tomorrow, Vegas. Second shot. Pride hits it. 40-14. Full court pressure, double team. Wagner able to take it past. Zaire Williams floats it up off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, scooped up in the corner by Hurtado Bryant. Ooh, that's not good. There's an injured player down for Bryant. This is not a good sign. Hall Elisias is the one that's down, and he's the top front court player in the team. Elisias went to challenge for the block and just had his legs taken right underneath him. by the shooter for Wagner. The Wagner shooter was going down. Elisias was going up, and Zaire Williams just chopped up Elisias. Elisias jogging off the court. He's going to stay into the game. Good to see for him. He's got 4 blocks tonight for Elisias, so he will stay in the game. Looks like he's good now. A little slow to get up at first, but he's okay. Yeah, that's massive right there for Russ going to Denver now. Kiss. Moves it outside. Touch pass over to the top. Hurtado passing to Kiss. Pivot move. Turnaround. Low post. And Peter Kiss gets fouled. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for the top scorer in the nation. Yeah, so Denver just elevates themselves because that's the big key that they needed was quarterback play. Solid quarterback play is what they've been missing because they've had I think 11 quarterbacks winning the last decade or something like that, which I think is the most in the NFL. First one good. Second one, that is good. I wonder what Peter Kiss took before this game because this man is playing he's playing a video game, it looks like, on the expert right now with him out on the court. So animated. Here's a double team. Wagner able to get it past. Driving. Morales missed the layup. No good. Tip to his teammate. Inside the key. Extra pass to Morales. And the Bulldogs will reach in, pick up a foul. Clock will stop. 17:45 left to go. Yeah, so Denver already with a stacked defense that adding in Russ, that's just huge for them. I think it could be a 3-way shootout at the top of the AFC West. Outlet pass. Off to Kiss. Driving. Missed it with the right hand. Back it goes to Wagner. On in transition. Kick to the corner. 3 goes short. And back it goes to Bryant. This game's on the ESPN 2. Bulldogs with a 3 from downtown at range. Triple by Charles Pride. Been a blowout straight from the start. 17 minutes left to go as this arena's been rocking all night. They go out, and they want to make sure this time they put it into a lock into the bracket. Wagner has it. Low post. Jumper. That shot gets altered off the rim. They're able to score it, though. Off of 2 bounces by Raekwon Rogers. Gilly Illy, welcome to stream, man. Wow, Louisville up by 27. Big news for Bradley's team right there. Pounding Georgia Tech right now. 16.5 left to play. Driving. Hurtado, right hand, scores up and in. Through for 2 to put Bryant up 47-18. We'll see what Wagner can have this possession. Out to the corner. 3 in the air. Hits it by Zaire Williams. And that's the first made 3 of the game by Wagner. As it took them over 23 minutes to do so. To hit a 3. So they were 0 for 9 right before that from downtown. And they finally connect on one. And yeah, it's a tough one for them to come back. They don't have any sort of perimeter shooter on this team. We take the timeout here. Lopsided affair. Bryant looking, see if they can go to their first ever NCAA tournament. And it's looking that way all throughout this game right from the start. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here tonight on the channel. Peter Kiss, top scorer. He's got as many points as Wagner. 21 by Kiss of Bryant. 8 for 13 from the floor. Perfect 3 for 3 from downtown with 4 steals. 13 points, 10 rebounds by Charles Pride. Those 2 players are in double figures for Bryant. And then Wagner, top scorers, got 8 with Raekwon Rogers. Struggling game for Wagner. They have 11 turnovers. They made just 1 3 a moment ago. And they're getting out rebounded 23-14. shooting 25%, allowing Bryant to shoot 60%. Northern Kentucky Horizon League Finals. Northern Kentucky up by 12 over Wright State, 51-39. Louisville looking solid tonight in the ACC first round of the tournament, 64-37 Cards over Georgia Tech. And then close game of the Colonial Championship game, UNC Wilmington up by 1 over Delaware, 39-38. Feel free to join in for the next stream I'll be covering. Gonzaga against St. Mary's right after this one. Guys are welcome to join in as well. Cryptic, welcome in. Best of luck out there tonight. It's been Brian out on cruise control. Defending at their home court, looking for their first ever NEC championship in program history. And it's been all Bulldogs. Too hot to handle between the top duo, points per game nationally, between Peter Kiss, the top scorer, and Charles Pride is putting up 18 points per game. Kiss putting up over 24. Back from the timeout, 16 minutes left to go. Bryant has the ball. Kiss defended on the outside by Jabril Price Noel. Kiss will rise above for a three. Missed off the back rim. Rebounded by Wagner by Martinez. The Seahawks will take it past midcourt. Down inside. Dump off. Price Noel. Backdoor layup. Good. 15.5 left to play. Bryant with the ball at the corner. Charles Pride has it. Swatted. Gets it back, though. Pride working on the outside. Hands it off to Alita. Swings it across the court off to Kiss. Kiss moves it on top. Pump fake. Adham Alita moves it over to Kiss once again. Kiss the baseline off of a double team. Passes off to a cut. Right hand off the glass. Missed by Pride. Couldn't come down with it was Calixte. And defensive rebound pulled down by Wagner. A three. Out on the break. Missed at the wing by Zaire Williams. Kiss comes up with a defensive rebound. And he gets knocked down to the ground and fouled. 15:03 left to play. Peter Kiss on a video game level type mode tonight in this one. So we're going to head to another media timeout on the court. 15:03 left to go. Bryant up 47-23. Wow, what a statement here for Bryant. NEC championship and firing on all cylinders tonight in this one. If you haven't already done so, feel free to join the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge group. We're going to do ESPN once again this year. That tournament challenge group link is pinned to the chat if anybody's interested in joining. All are welcome to do so. Just sign up with your channel name if possible. If not, if you do have an ESPN account name, you're welcome to sign up by that account too. So we have 6 teams that's going to punch their bids into the bracket tonight. Already one team has punched their bid into the bracket, and that team didn't even have to win. That's Jacksonville State, the regular season champions in the Atlantic Sun. They rooted for Bellarmine to win. Bellarmine beat Jacksonville. Bellarmine eligible for the CBI. But Bellarmine wins over Jacksonville in the Atlantic Sun Championship. Bellarmine in the 4-year transition program period, so they're not eligible yet by the NCAA. But Jacksonville State goes to the tournament for the second time in program history. So bids up for grabs tonight are the Colonial and the Horizon. Those leagues are playing right now, along with this game in the Northeast Conference. And then later tonight, I'll be covering the WCC Championship, Gonzaga and St. Mary's. And also the Summit League is going to have their championship game with South Dakota State playing late tonight. Mr. Zigzag, welcome back in, man. 15:03 left to go. Peter Kiss, 21 points, 8 for 14 from the floor. He is the top scorer in all of men's Division I college basketball this season. Inbound goes to Bryant. Pass midcourt for Kiss. Moves it across the court to his teammate Pride. Pride dribbles up. Jumper. Right block. Missed it. Gets his own rebound back. Turnaround. In the key. Pride missed again. And Wagner comes out with a defensive board. Pushing tempo here with Martinez. Martinez attacks. Off the low block. Missed off the mark. Deflected out of bounds. And the referees will point in Wagner's direction as this will stay Seahawks ball. Wagner will get the inbound. 14:43 left to go. Inbounding it out to the top. Seahawks attack. Right hand gets blocked right at the rim, but Calixte called in the blocking foul. So this will send Jabril Price Noel, number 55, to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's dangerous with this arena how close to the cement wall that basketball hoop is when the players drive to the hoop. Kind of like my high school gym. Same thing basically. Whereas that brick wall and they have padding on it. Exact same thing that Bryant plays in here in Smithfield. 2 shots coming up at the line for Wagner. First one good. Second one is good. Out of the mid-majors, I probably have to go with Murray State. Getting to 30 wins, that's impressive itself for Murray State. I'm seeing that Murray State might be like a 9 seed or an 8 seed. I think going into the tournament, that feels like with them that they got 30 wins, that feels like they're disrespected. Bodies colliding low post, and that's going to be an offensive foul by the Bulldogs by Calixte. That will be his 3rd foul picked up tonight by Greg Calixte. He'll check out of the game. Wagner's head coach, he is all suited up for basketball tonight. He's dressed in the number 4 uniform. Wagner's head coach going out in a Wagner jersey tonight for this one. So not in a suit and tie. He's repping the Wagner uniform for this game. 14:08 left to play. On the far side of the court, Bryant reaches in again. This will be a reach-in by Tyler Bresselford. So that'll be foul number 4 picked up by Bryant, and Bresselford picks up his 3rd. So Wagner's outgaining Bryant second half 13-9. Wagner's going to get the inbounds. If this is how the first half had been played, this would have been a great finish in this game as far as close basketball. But Bryant, they stormed past Wagner first half out to a 38-12 advantage. That shot gets blocked. Bryant comes out with the ball. Pride takes it up the court. Pride puts the ball into the hands of Kiss. Peter Kiss, 21 points. Edge of the Bryant Bulldogs logo. 15 on the shot clock. 13:35 left to go on the game clock. Kiss dribbles towards his right. Loose ball poked loose and it goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 13.5 left to go. Cyber Dream, welcome in. Yeah, they're going to be a 16 seed, it looks like. Yeah, I think it'd be tough for them to move up to a 15 because, like, the weight of the conference for the NEC compared to the other conferences, that's the competition the NEC isn't as much as like the other mid-majors, it seems like. Inbound goes to the Bulldogs, and the outside pulling up deep 3, missed off the front rim by Bresselford. Back it goes to Wagner. Bulldogs down by 22. Alex Morales passes on top to Hunt. Out to the wing to Zaire Williams. Not the one that got drafted by the Grizzlies. Over to the top to Hunt once again. Hunt pump fake, gives it over to Rogers. Rogers shoots a three, missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound, scooped up by Bresselfer to Bryant. And Wagner reaches in on a personal foul. It's assessed to Zaire Williams. Yeah, glad to have you in the stream, Cyber Dream. Appreciate it for finding my channel, man. Wagner just 1 for 11 from three-point range. And Bryant is +7 on the glass, 26-19. Big difference shooting percentage. Bryant, 51% shooting. Wagner, 27%. And the top scorer for Wagner, Alex Morales, who's scoring around 18 points per game. He's only got 2 points tonight and has yet to make a field goal. He's 0 for 12 shooting. He's just got shut down. Peter Kiss, 21 points. Charles Pride, 13 points, 12 rebounds. And those are the two players for Bryant that's defended their home court tonight to ensure that they will finally win their first ever program championship, barring a miracle come from behind here by Wagner. 12:45 left to go. Kiss towards his left, passes off to the top, lob looking for a cutter. It went off the rim. Was looking for a backdoor cut alley-oop by Elisias, but couldn't get there off the rim. Wagner with the ball. Out to the corner. Three on its way around the rim. Missed off the mark by Price Noel. Loose ball. Scooped up by Bryant. That's by Pride. Off to Kiss. Kiss crossover. Kick out to the corner. Three on its way. Bresselford. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Nice hustle right there. Number 3. Adham Alida. Able to save it for the Bulldogs. Cross-court pass. Alida. He's open. Shoots the 3. Hit the rim short. Gets his own rebounds. Alida. Passes it over to Bresselford. Puts it into the hands of Pride. Now it's Kiss. 12 minutes left to go. Crowd on his feet here. 10 on the shot clock. Kiss. Defended by Morales. And Morales rips it away and steals it. Morales, one defender to beat. Slips past Kiss, and then he slips as Kiss called on the blocking foul. And Alex Morales will head to the free throw line coming up. Looks like to shoot 2. 11:45 left to play. So clock will stop here. Looks like we're going to head to the media timeout. I think it was deliberate. Let's see here. I don't think he tripped him up, but what a crossover move by Morales on Kiss right there to draw the foul. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here on the channel tonight. And yeah, this score is really unexpected right now. I thought it'd be a shootout type of game today. I predicted Bryant. My final score prediction in this game was Bryant 87, Wagner 83. I thought this game would have been a straight up shootout, and it hasn't even been close to that here in the second half. Yo, we still got 11:44 left to go. Wright State trying to climb back in it against Northern Kentucky, 59-55, with 8.5 left to play in the Horizon League Championship game. Georgia Tech trying to climb back against Louisville, 67-55, Cards by 12, with 8 minutes left to go. UNC Wilmington up over Delaware, 41-40, with around 11.5 left to play in the second half. A couple other college hoops games going on for first round action in Conference USA and the MAAC. If you're new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in, being a part here in the channel. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of college basketball, also NBA as well. If anybody's interested in joining in later tonight, I'll be covering Gonzaga against St. Mary's in the WCC Championship game. NBA scores currently. Nets over the Hornets. Midway through the third, 87-64. Brooklyn. Kyrie's got 31 points. Pacers leading the Cavs 82-78. That's midway through the third. Suns up over the Magic 69-58. Phoenix. With around 4 minutes left to play third quarter. Midway through the second, Grizzlies lead the Pelicans 57-47. And a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter. Bucks up over the Thunder 35-27. So we come back from the timeout. Bryant with the ball, driving and going to the free throw line coming up. Heavy contact. It's going to send number 10, Luis Hurtado, to shoot 2 coming up for Bryant. 11:34 left to play. Much better second half here by Wagner. The defensive side of the floor able to start clamping up and forcing Bryant to miss shots. Hurtado shooting 2. First one he missed. Second shot's good. 11:30 left to play. Wagner has possession. They dribble past midcourt with Martinez. Moves it out to the wing to Morales. Martinez receives it top of the key. Dribbles up, drives on Pride, and Charles Pride called with a blocking foul. So that's going to be Bryant's 6th as a team in the second half. Wagner with 6 fouls as well. Yeah, this second half's going by pretty slow. A lot of fouls here. 12 combined. And we're not even midway through the second. First one missed. No good at the line for Martinez. Yeah, anything's possible. Just look at that Georgia Tech-Louisville game. 17-zip run by Georgia Tech to cut the Louisville lead to 10 with 7 minutes left to go. Wow, that's crazy. Second shot by Martinez. That goes through. They had hit one before. 48-27. Inbound for Bryant, as they will take it past the midcourt logo with Hurtado. Hurtado at the top of the key, approaching the 11-minute mark left to play. Hurtado passes out to the wing. Alita shoots a 3. Right through it goes as the whole crowd erupts here in Smithfield with 11 minutes left to play. It's a big-time shot. Wagner lost the handle. The ball goes back to Bryant with a steal. Here they go, pushing it 3-on-2. Kiss hands it off in the outside of Hurtado. He'll slow it down. Adam Alita just made his 91st three-point shot. Out to the top to Pride. 10.5 left to play. 10 on the shot clock. Pride, crossover. Driving, right baseline, Pride floats one up around the rim, no good, tipped off the mark, and it goes back to Martinez with a defensive rebound, burst of speed. Here's Hunt, driving, floats up one, and they're going to count it. And one coming up, Wagner with a bucket by Delani Hunt. So the Seahawks will shoot one coming up with Hunt at the free throw line, taking it coast to coast. He's got some speed. It's Hurtado who picks up the blocking foul for Bryant. 10:22 left to play. Hurtado thought that he should have got the charge for that one. Chatting about that right now next to the official. Hunt 77% this season at the charity stripe. Frito missed the rim short. Battle for the rebound. Wagner scoops it up. They had a chance at the rim to lay it up, and then they couldn't. Bodies collide. And it will be Bryant ball as things get a little chippy here. Players getting knocked down on the near side. And this will be Bryant basketball. Possession hour to Bryant. It's Alita who is battling for it on the near side of the floor as it got poked out of bounds by number 32 of Wagner. Oh, they're going to say he reached in. So Raekwon Rogers was the one who reached in for Wagner, which is going to send Bryant to the line. Yeah, that's interesting. I think they're 50-50. If they lose against Indiana, I think they're done because they beat 17-14. If they win against Indiana, I think they should be in. That's an elimination game, I'm pretty sure. A lot of the bracketologists think that they're in. I don't think that they're in quite yet for Michigan. They have to win one, I feel like, for them. Both of the shots good by Adam Alita for Bryant. 10-10 left to go in the second. Morales. Spin move into the key. Floats up one. Missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Pride. 10 minutes left to go. Bulldogs with a Kiss. Hasn't scored a while. Spin move. Kiss. Floats one up around the rim and out. Gets his own rebound back. Powers his way inside. Gets the bucket with a right hand by Peter Kiss. They're not going to count it, though. So he lifts up his jersey, unhappy about the call. It's going to be an over the back by Kiss, pushing off for the rebounds. So they will not count the bucket by Peter Kiss. It will be Wagner ball. And that'll be foul number 7, picked up by Bryant. Man, Peter Kiss is so animated. Playing his last game tonight on his home floor. Jackson, welcome back in. Glad to have you back on the stream, man. Corner 3, Wagner. Off the back rim. Missing, and it hit the shot clock. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Yes, I think Michigan's definitely got a chance against Indiana. Michigan's beat some pretty good teams lately. They just haven't been able to put together consistency. They've been able to win against some like strong teams. That's the thing. They crushed Purdue, so that's why they're like weighted so heavily now. They've won against some really good teams, and then they demolished Purdue as well, which helped out. 9:15 left to go. Kiss at the wing. Dribbles, attacks, floats it up off the mark. The tip in. Able to go through, though, by number 15, Greg Calixte. I think Providence is going to get a 4 seed. I just don't want to see Chattanooga in the first round. Being a Providence fan myself. I think that matchup could be tough. I think Chattanooga yesterday, they got a really good defense, that team. And it might be Providence against Iona in the first round. That could be a matchup there. Iona's probably going to get a 13. 9 minutes left to go. Wagner will take a 3 at the top before clock will stop. It's going to be another foul picked by Bryant, so Wagner head back to the free throw line. Yeah, South Dakota State, that they could bust some brackets there in the tournament. I've seen a lot of brackets with them taking on Alabama. That team is dangerous. They got 4 players shooting above 40% from 3. And they're on a monster winning streak. They have to win tonight, though, to get in. Bryant with the ball, 8:30 left to play. Out to the corner. Bresselfer, dump off inside and lost the handle of it as that was Pride. Back it goes to Wagner. Euro step down the lane, right hand, missed the layup. Too strong off the glass, no good by Jabril Price-Noel. Bryant's going to slow it down with Kiss. 8:15 left to go. Out in full control of this game. On search for their first ever NEC championship. Kiss, dribbles, attacks, straight down with the right hand. It got blocked. but not clean on the block as he was fouled. Late whistle by the refs. I got Bryant in this one. Yeah, interesting. I think Murray State can make it to the second round for them, all depending on the matchup, though, because I've been seeing Murray State's going to be a 9 seed. If Murray State matches up with Kansas, I think Murray State's got a chance to win that game. If Kansas is on a 1 seed line, because Kansas had lost against Dayton this year. They've got lucky. They came from a double deficit, trailing against Kansas State, able to come back and win. They got crushed by Kentucky. They split the series against TCU. They almost got swept against TCU, actually. So that game, the second one, they came from behind and won. Murray State's got no respect as far as their seed line. Because this team is... They're 30-2. I remember 3 years ago, Wofford was 30-2, and they were put as in that 10-7 matchup. They were the 7 seed in that 10-7 matchup. Murray State keeps on. I see them in bracketology. They're getting 8s and 9s, which this team's got 30 victories. Should be much higher seeding than that. Yeah, same with me, Ant. I think I saw in one of the brackets they were playing Memphis. Yeah, that was an 11 versus 6 game, and I told myself at the start of the season, I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about this Memphis team, if I should be putting them like past the first round, because they got so many young players in the game that experience matters. Turnover problems matter too, and Memphis has like the most amount of turnovers, almost like top nationally in most turnovers per game. But if they get matched up against Ohio State's been on just a trail downwards. Yeah, Murray State lost against Auburn, I think by 13. They lost at Auburn, which Auburn's been so good this season at home. Yeah, that was odd. They lost to East Tennessee State. Really odd. So those were the 2 losses. East Tennessee State, that was the 4th game of the season. That was on neutral floor. Naples Invitational. So that was out in Florida on a neutral court they lost. So back from the timeout, Bryant got a quick bucket. 8 minutes left to play. Oh, they went 1 for 16 from 3-point range in that game against East Tennessee State. Here's a 3 at the top. Hit the rim short. Kiss comes out with a defensive rebound. Kiss, driving, attacking, straight to the hoop, and he dunks it. Flexing right to the cameraman. Right in front of the cheerleaders. It's a 30-burger that Bryant leads by. 7:20 left to go. Wagner with just 29 as they lose control of the ball. Kiss comes out with a steal. Pass ahead off to his teammate who scores. Right-handed layup out on the 2-on-1 break is Tyler Bresselford. All the momentum shifted out of the timeout straight to the home team, as they are 7 minutes away from being crowned the Northeast Conference champions for the first time ever in program history. Loose ball, back-to-back turnovers by Wagner. Here goes Kiss. Kiss driving right down, back door. He scores, right hand up and then off the backboard. Oh my goodness, Peter Kiss on turbo mode. Playing a video game out here. 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Top scorer in the entire nation. Pump fake, 3, open, Morales airballs it. That's been the story of the night by Wagner. 6:30 left to go. Bryant has possession. They're going to slow it down. Alex Morales having the worst performance of his life. So unfortunate for this young man. 0 for 15 shooting for the top player on the Wagner. Morales has been held to just 3 points total. That must be an awful feeling. Shovel to Kiss. Kiss got it blocked from behind, looking for the call, couldn't get it. Down the near side. Attacking. Jumper. Mid-range. Missed off the back rim by Martinez. Offensive rebound goes out to the corner. Dribbles up right baseline. Shovel. Down the lane. A wide open layup. Couldn't convert by Jameer Fletcher. And Wagner just looks defeated. Floats it up over the rooftop. Peter Kiss races the roof. Throws it down with a right-handed flush. 65-29 as this whole crowd looks like they want to storm the court here as we still have 5.5 minutes left to play in Smithfield. Deep range three. Good for the Seahawks. This guy's just too good. Peter Kiss on a video game level. It's like he's working the controls tonight. Charles Pride with the ball on the outside. Pride defended right wing by Hunt. Dribbles towards his left, bounce pass free throw circle. Bresselford moves it out to the corner. Kiss launches up a three. Off the front rim, offensive rebound back to Elisias. Gives it over to Kiss. 5 minutes left to go. Watch these fans just storm the court once the buzzer sounds. 10 in the shot clock. 4:45 left to go on the game clock. Kiss. Crossover at the right wing. Takes the three. Falling away. Oh, baby. A bucket maker. Peter Kiss. Get that one on video. On the front row. 32 points by Kiss. Has the same amount of points as Wagner does as a team in the NEC championship. What a game here by Peter Kiss. Going to be a timeout on the floor. Landon, what's good? I think Big 12 could go certainly deep. I see Baylor and Texas Tech making deep runs from the Big 12. SEC, I think is going to have a lot of success in the tournament. Kentucky, Arkansas. A lot of good SEC teams. Even, I know LSU's been down lately. I think LSU could potentially pull off some upsets too. All in the matchups that these teams are able to get. Auburn. Alabama's a hit or a miss. Yeah, it should be a mercy roll in this one. I think the ACC is going to have a tough tournament this time around. Holy smokes, we got some fans here getting into brawls with some Wagner players right now in the court seats. Security, calling security. They're going to have to retain some of these fans here from entering the court. Holy smokes, oh my goodness. Some of the fans going right into the seating area as security has to be called and get these fans right back into the bleacher seats. Some of these fans have to exit the court right now as the stalls of the Wagner team have been placed on the court near the hoop as I don't know what is up. There's two Wagner players with a dude with street clothes on right next to that. They have to separate the Wagner player with some fans, it looks like, I believe, right now. I gotta see a replay of that. We got 4:37 left to go in this game. Being restrained from the action, number 11, Will Martinez, as we got some other people as well. Here's this one dude, white sweatshirt, white t-shirt with a gray sweatshirt. He gets carried off the court. Holy smokes, dude. Got a lot of punches being thrown as well, right past the bleacher seats of Wagner, right into the front row. This is unbelievable. I gotta see replays of this. Here's this one dude with a white tank top. He's got a white bandana they're throwing items all around right now. I don't know if they were throwing stuff down at the Wagner players or what. Things getting pretty heated right now in the court, though. Holy smokes. I don't know what the fire code is for this arena, but dude, they surpassed it, I'm pretty sure, tonight. As far as fire code, this arena is packed. Standing room plus only. .437 left to play. There's still fans chucking up items into the stands. The Wagner players have to be put opposite from the court. The chairs have been torn down. Oh, they've just cleared the chairs from this arena right now. Some of these fans have got tossed out of the stands here. I don't know what was up, but there's a small group of Wagner fans next to the Bryant fans, and I'm pretty sure a brawl brew out between them. And it escalated right into the players in front of the Wagner bench. And now there's a big gap that has to get removed from the court. This is absolutely crazy. So this is near like the Wagner seating area is all the way in the far side of the court. And there's fans just throwing items at each other. Holy smokes, there's more people getting into a brawl. I'm just going to mute this for a moment so I can listen to like the actual TV feed and see what this is like all about right now, because they're still fighting in the stands. Yeah, not enough security for this event. The whole Wagner fan section has been asked to leave. So all the fans for Wagner have been asked to leave right now. So it looked like when the Wagner fans were asked to leave, they were tossing items to the Bryant fans up at the stands. Just ridiculous. All the chairs have been torn down for the bench area for Wagner. This is getting to be ridiculous. 4:37 left to go. Yeah, didn't really have enough security for this event right here. You get a college in a small town trying to make history, and yeah, you needed to call in. Quite around the surrounding areas to help you out with this one here. Just Smithfield can't take on this. You needed to get all of Providence out here to help you out for this one. Wow, this is just unbelievable. Absolutely insane. What's good, Warren on the stream? Welcome in, man. This is absolutely crazy. All the Wagner fans got asked to leave the gym right now. 68-32 with 4:27 left to go. So it's just all Bryant fans white out right now. I mean, Bryant's going for their first ever NEC championship. Basically, wrapped it up. By the way, Wright State has come back and won over Northern Kentucky. Final score 72-71. Wright State in the Horizon League championship. Wow, so they got multiple They got North Smithfield, Lincoln. Thanks so much for the update there, David. Appreciate it, man. Horizon League always has some great title games. Let's see what happened here. Wagner players were going up into the front areas. There were Wagner fans that got into it with Bryant fans, and then the whole thing had to be separated. And then the fans poured in right in front of the Wagner bench. Some pushing and shoving. It's crazy. What's good, Conman? Welcome in. Bellarmine won today the Atlantic Sun Championship, but they're not eligible for the tournament. Ooh, this kid's got a drink pouring right over this dude. Holy smokes, get that Coca-Cola right on top of his forehead, baby. Ooh, this kid with a huge whack with a gray sweatshirt hoodie. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. This is absolutely crazy. We're going to join that one in progress when we're able to do so. Gonzaga St. Mary's is going to wait after this one concludes. So if we're able to even finish it, I'm not sure if we're able to even finish this game. We have 4:37 left to go. Hope they show some more replays of those. Doesn't look like they're going to be resuming this one anytime soon, though. Wow. Crazy ending, and we still have 4:37 to play. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, college basketball, NBA games as well on the channel. Later tonight, I'll be covering Gonzaga against St. Mary's. We're going to join that one in progress later tonight after the conclusion of this one. If this game even resumes right now. Not sure if they're even going to resume it because of the fight that just went on. It's insane. Absolutely crazy what's going on here in Smithfield. All the Wagner fans have left the arena. Yeah, that's the head coach. So, number 4 on Wagner, that's the head coach, and he's dressed in the Wagner jersey. Billy, welcome in. There was a fight with fans in the stands from both of the teams, and they had to remove the Wagner fans in the stands. So there's a big gap on the far side of the stands. Oh yeah, man. Media's packed for this event tonight. So looks like they're going to send it to a timeout now. 68-32 the score. And hopefully we'll be able to resume play coming back. Yeah, that one's tricky. Honestly, I would take Rutgers by they've been playing pretty good recently. They were like hot a couple of weeks ago. I think the thing for Texas is that it's like sometimes they've been inconsistent, and they don't have, like, a star to go to. That's the only thing. Like, Rutgers is just, they randomly shown up for the Big Ten. They did terrible in the non-conference slate, and then once conference play began, they started to show up. So they got put as a 4 seed in the Big Ten. So right now we're just down on a timeout. Hopefully we're able to get back to action in a couple minutes. This has been a beatdown all night long, though. Jameson, welcome in. Yeah, we might. This might be on the early shows tomorrow morning there. Vaughn, what's good? Make sure to scroll back around 5-10 minutes ago for my reaction to a fight that broke out in the stands with a dude that was pouring Coca-Cola over the other dude's forehead. So if you haven't already done so, make sure to scroll back on the video when you have the chance and replay it. So this game is in a pause right now because there was a fight in the stands. We have 4:37 left to play. 68-32 Bryant, and all of the Wagner fans have been asked to leave the building. Chase, welcome in. Lil Huddy, welcome in. Still on the timeout is they haven't went back to playing basketball because there was a fight in the stands. After this, I'll be covering Gonzaga St. Mary's. That game will come in later for me because I have to join in progress. Oh, these fans just going to storm the court once the buzzer happens. They've been waiting all this game to storm the court. This dude has to be taken out by security. He's got a McDonald's All-American jersey, number 33. No, I haven't seen anything like that, like fights between fans in the stands. I've never seen that before. I mean, there's coaches punching coaches a couple weeks ago when Jawan Howard, but never fans fighting fans. I think it's happened though in my high school football game. It's happened between the town that I live in and then the other school. But it's like it's only a couple fans. It hasn't been packs of fans versus packs of other fans. Yeah, all the Wagner fans are out of the arena. So, I don't know how long this is going to be, but now the referees at the review monitor are looking at this to see if there were any players for Wagner that got involved in this. That's what they're looking at right now. Is this started in the crowd? Someone with a Coca-Cola drink over the top, pouring it off. They're looking at the review monitor as well to see who to eject from the arena. This one dude in the middle with a USA Basketball number 7 jersey. Yeah, and then the Wagner players try to interfere with it. And the Wagner players try to go up and be a part of that, and they were stopped from doing so. And then when the Wagner fans were leaving the gym, they were throwing objects right back at the Bryant fans up in the stands. Oh, you saw somebody just drop some sort of can over one of the fans there late in that B-roll. Wow. That is unbelievable. This game has just not been able to be picked up just yet. I wonder if they're going to continue. So after this, I'm going to be covering St. Mary's against Gonzaga. We're just going to join in progress when we do have a chance to do so. This game is on ESPN2. North Dakota State, South Dakota State. That game has been delayed. That game hasn't taken place yet. Play on this court has been suspended for the last 18 minutes because of a fight in the stands. Oh yeah, these dudes gonna be all over the internet. Just terrible moment on Bryant's home court here as they're trying to secure their first ever NEC championship. Up by 36. And fans have to fight fans. Just want to get this game back if they're able to do so. Still, they got security on the court right now. And I think security is going to go outside the court. So that's a step in progress right now, is that security is going to go away from the scene. Wow. I've never seen anything like this before. It's insane. Got this one dude shirtless with a bucket hat in the middle of the crowd. This has just been crazy. So 4:37 left to play. Hopefully both of these teams able to come out. And, okay, so the referees have brought back the players onto the court. So we're going to get back to playing this game. And the player of Wagner has been disqualified. Number 11, Will Martinez, has been disqualified from the game. I'm going to check to see if there's anything like on Twitter or anything about this. So the Bryant players have been brought back. The Wagner players haven't yet. Oh, Barstool Sports has got the video. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos on Twitter. Better Than Vegas on Twitter's got a close-up of the dude in the USA basketball jersey getting popped right in the nose. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Okay, so the Wagner players haven't even arrived back into their bench seats yet. Bryant's players have. Thanks so much all for your patience being a part of the channel. I was supposed to be streaming by now Gonzaga against St. Mary's, but we'll join that one in progress after this one finishes. I'm going to have like a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back after this game finishes for Gonzaga against St. Mary's. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure to ring that notification bell, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and feel free to be a part of the Behind Their Basketball Bracket Challenge group. That link is posted in the chat. All are welcome to join. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of college hoops, and also NBA games on the channel. So Will Martinez has been ejected for Wagner, and the play has been suspended on the court for the last 24 minutes. Yeah, they still haven't been able to resume play just yet. Steven, what's good? There was a fight that broke out between fans of both teams, and then the fans of Wagner were asked to leave the arena. Yeah, I heard about that, Vaughn. Mexican Soccer League had a brawl this past weekend. St. Mary's leading Gonzaga 12-9 with around 13:20 left to go in the first. Wow. That's crazy, man. I only call play-by-play only on the stream. Right now, this game is paused with 4:37 left to go. We've been paused for over the last 25 minutes. I would check out Twitter to see the brawl. If you're looking for that brawl video, check out Twitter, because there's a lot of stuff on there. All right, here comes back the head coach for Wagner. Okay, so finally Wagner's team is going to come back to the court. So I'm going to put up the game graphic for the play-by-play once again. So finally we're going to hopefully have some basketball rather quickly here. So this game hasn't even resumed just yet. 4:37 left to go remaining. Bryant's going to win their first ever NEC championship. They've been a program for 14 seasons since 2008. Fourth season by Jared Grasso as a head coach, and he took over a 3-28 season. All the way to building this program up in back-to-back years in the NEC title. Yeah. Yeah, I'm shocked that they even resumed it. I had a game a couple months ago that the fire alarm went off, and they called the game right there. They were like, no, we're not going to play the rest of the game. And the other team was up by 9 points. Peter Kiss he's having a monster game tonight. 32 points by Peter Kiss, 12 of 22 from the floor. He's got the same amount of points as Wagner as a team. All right, finally we're going to get back to basketball. So here we go. They're going to resume. 4:37 left to go after basically a half an hour of game stoppage. So we pick up right here. Wagner's going to get the inbound, final 4:37 left to play. Yeah, that's right. So it's the one out in Staten Island. Wagner with the ball up the court. Hunt passes over to Morales on the outside. Number 12, Zaire Williams gives it over to the top to Price Noel. Will Martinez got ejected from this game. Price Noel hits the three. That's the second made three by Wagner. So finally, after 30 minutes of pause, we have a bucket finally. I think they're just going to keep on dribbling it at this rate. Bryant has the ball, 4 minutes left to go. They're just going to slow it down right now at this rate of the game and just finish it off to pull out their first ever conference championship. Pride, top of the key, 8 in the shot clock, moves it outside to Alita. Alita passes baseline off to Bresselford. Jumper missed off the back rim, defensive rebound. It gets pulled down by Wagner. 3:40 on the clock to the corner. Seahawks have it with Hunt. Passes down low, and they get another bucket. That's by Rogers. So Bryant's just going to slow it down past midcourt. 3.5 left to play. So we waited over a half an hour, basically, to resume time on this game. A whole crowd on his feet here. Final 3:15. Kiss at the free throw circle, dribbles back out. Kiss drives inside and scores up and in. And he got fouled as well. 70-37. He's going to shoot one at the free throw line. 34 points by Peter Kiss. It's just, by this time, just want to get the game done and over with. I don't know why they're contesting like this when you look at the scoreboard. You got 3 minutes on the clock remaining. You don't need to fall at this rate. I mean, you're just paused for a half an hour. Free throw by Kiss missed. Wagner takes it up the floor. It's just a weird scenario because you just want to dribble it as much as possible. That's what Bryant's trying to do and launch off a shot when the shot clock's down to 1 or 2. As they come up with a rebound, 3 minutes left to play. Wagner just missed the three. Bryant will slow it down with Pride, edge of the Bulldogs logo. And they'll keep on doing that for the next couple possessions. Pride gives it out to Bresselford. 5 in the shot clock. Bresselford moves it out to the corner. Alita launches a three, missed off the mark. Rebound goes to Wagner. 2.5 left to play. Alex Morales, dump off underneath and scores. That's good by Rogers. Wow, Kyrie with a 50 burger tonight, man. Thanks so much for the update there, Bill. I got Kentucky to win the championship. 2:09 left to go. Bryant's going to take a timeout right here. Peter Kiss, standing ovation. What a night for Peter Kiss. I think they're going to empty the bench. That's what I believe they're going to do. 34 points by Peter Kiss in his final game of his collegiate career for the Bryant Bulldogs. 6th-year senior from Quinnipiac and Rutgers. Top scorer in all college basketball. And what a way to finish it off tonight in this one for Peter Kiss. 34 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. Charles Pride at 13 points, 17 rebounds by Pride tonight. It's a quick timeout. We have 2 minutes left to play. So Kiss is now on the bench. Remainder of this game is just checked off as he gets all hugs along the sideline. 1:50 left to go. 5 in the shot clock for Bryant. Bresselford going to launch a deep 3 from the edge of the logo. He missed offensive rebounds. And they'll just give it back out to Bresselford. They've been waiting 14 years for this moment. Bryant Bulldogs, new to Division I during the 2008-2009 season. Their head coach, Jared Grasso, took them from a 3-28 record final season with Tim O'Shea in 2018 to back-to-back NEC tournament championship games to winning the NEC tournament championship in the second time that they've gone to the tournament title game. 1:35 left to play before the fans, I assume, are going to rush onto the court, the full-packed Chase Athletic Center here in Smithfield. 5 on the shot clock for Bresselford. Moves it out for a 30-footer. That's a air ball. Shot clock violation by Bryant. They're just taking ridiculous half-court shots on this team. Just to chuck up stuff. Wagner with it. Underneath, ball poke loose. It will stay Wagner ball. Minute 12 left to go. Yeah, it's been a while since I covered a college blowout like this. A lot of games I've covered have been close. Here's a deep 3. Missed by Wagner. Offensive rebound to the corner. Taking another 3. Missed off the back rim. They get another offensive rebound. Put it up, and that's good. 1 minute left to go. We'll finish this one quick, and then about 5-minute break off to Gonzaga St. Mary's in another stream. Make sure to ring that notification bell so you do know when I do go live for the next one between Gonzaga and St. Mary's. 40 seconds left to play. Ball gets stolen away by Wagner. Final 35 seconds, easy layup. It's by number 1, Javier Esquera. Two-second differential shot clock and game clock. Bryant has the ball up the court. Fans rocking on their seats. This will be their first ever NEC championship, their first ever March Madness tournament appearance coming up for the Bryant Bulldogs. Peter Kiss to start tonight's game, 34 points for the 6th-year senior. As we'll have 2.8 seconds left to go. Something you don't see too often, fans fighting with fans, as there's a lot of videos out for that. Up on social media, absolutely insane. The game was stopped for over 25 minutes because of that, but finally able to play it out. Remaining last 3.5 minutes to finally determine an NEC champion here, and it's been a lopsided one-team affair all night long here on the home court of the Bryant Bulldogs in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Actually, Wagner won't even run off the clock. Their team just leaves the gym. 2.6 seconds left to play. Wagner refuses to get the inbound. The clock just automatically runs to 0, and this game has gone final. 70-43 final score. Bryant demolishes Wagner in the Northeast Conference Tournament Championships as the fans storm the court here in Smithfield. The Bryant Bulldogs going to March Madness for the first time ever in program history. Thanks so much all for joining in. Before I do sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams. We're going to join in progress Gonzaga versus St. Mary's about 5 to 10 minutes from now. Separate stream, so feel free to do so. Going to close out to the channel members before I do wrap up. All channel members get a shout out. We have Jason, Cindy, Rajip, Alded Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D Block, BP Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arahan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, Elkie, and Gia for 90. Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Manon, Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much all for joining in. Bryant Bulldogs first ever NEC championship, winning over Wagner tonight 70-43, and enjoy the rest of your night.